Hello and welcome to CruiseAway, your daily dose of holiday inspiration from our hard-working team right here in Oz. Our one aim is to find you the biggest, most fulfilling worldwide adventures, squeeze as many destinations in as we can, and squeeze every dollar harder to make your memories of them long-lasting and full of joy. And it means that we can have more holidays as well. Now, we work with all the major cruise lines with holidays to book that start in just a few weeks' time, anywhere up to 2 or 3 years ahead of time. And on this show, we're sailing with Princess Cruises in Asia, and in particular, Japan. Now, these fascinating islands are the most sought-after places to explore in the whole of the holiday industry, and you'll soon see why. We're taking you to Japan at the most vibrant times of the year as well. We've got 2 October trips where the seasons are changing and the maples and the ginkgos are transforming. And first, though, we're going to the season where new hope and life is springing up everywhere. Springtime and the world-famous blossom seasons, where the cherries, the azaleas, the plums and peaches, magnolia, wisteria and camellias are all putting on their finest displays. Now, this first 17-night trip leaves on the 13th of March and will fly you from Sydney over to Japan's capital, Tokyo, where you'll enjoy a 2-night hotel stay. And what a time to be here as well. Head straight to Yoyogi Park as well. That's why you'll find cherry trees scattered right the way throughout the park. It's a great time of year to be around. Enjoy a picnic there with the camellias and the dogwoods all in their full colour. There's also Hamarikyu Gardens with cherry trees around the ponds and little tea houses as well, with yellow canola flowers and plum blossoms everywhere as well, which is superb. After 2 nights in Tokyo, then we're going to spend 2 nights in a hotel in Yokohama. Now, this is the port city where you'll be sailing out of, and here Yamashita Park is the place to go. It's known as the Rose Garden of the Future, with 1,000 or more rose trees in full bloom. You'll see tulips there, daffodils, and the early cherry blossoms as well. Go to Harbourview Park while you're there as well. It overlooks the bay with beautiful flower beds and cherry trees there as well. It really is all about the cherry blossom at this time of the year. And then it's time for us to cruise, and here we are on the Diamond Princess. And you'll find quite often when we're talking about itineraries that go in and out of Yokohama, which is the port city for Tokyo, that it will be the Diamond Princess. And that's a real plus, actually, because she does years and years and years of itineraries going in and out and visiting the region. And I tell you why that's a big plus point, because the team on board are really familiar with where you're going and the region that you are in as well, which is superb. It means you're getting the very best advice of things to do, because obviously, you know, a lot of people that go to Japan are going for the first time. Japan's very unfamiliar to a lot of people. The great thing is technology has made it a lot easier to be in Japan these days, because, you know, you can point your smartphone these days at something that is in Japanese and it can translate in real time. We've got translation apps that can listen to somebody talk and do the instant translation for you, which is really, really good. But also, take the good advice of the shore excursions that are available on board the ship, because they're going to get you the best out of the destinations that you're actually going to. That's always my advice. You'll notice as well, we've been seeing on the video here that a lot of the cuisine on board is in step with the part of the world you're in as well. You saw sushi there earlier, which is the most wonderful thing to enjoy, of course. And of course, it's a product of Japan. You've got Izumi, the traditional onsen experience, which is exclusive to the Diamond Princess as well. So you can have those real authentic Japanese experiences even when you're on this ship as well. And I think it's really nice because the destinations and the ship really do go hand in hand. And it's what Princess really excel in, actually, because you can see just how comfortable and homely and charming all of your surroundings are. There's always plenty of options in terms of the daily program. You can always find places to just escape and relax. You've got places like the Sanctuary that you can just literally go off, buy a day pass or a half day pass and just chill out and relax. Great entertainment options every single night. The big Broadway shows, the smaller kind of live game shows, karaoke, things that you can get involved in. I think this trip is going to be a lot about, you know, exploring. So maybe your evenings are going to be a little bit more low key. maybe enjoying, a bit of live jazz or something like that. Or maybe you're more of a nighttime person and you will be raving and misbehaving until the early hours. It's completely up to you. The choices are all there, which I think is a real plus. And Princess is so charming. That Movies Under the Stars experience is incredible, by the way. So our first day at sea, and then we're into Kagoshima, which is wonderful. And you can go to the Chiran samurai houses here and Lake Ikeda, which is nice, where you can explore the Edo period homes there, and also visit volcanic caldera lakes as well, which is nice. Next, we're on to Nagasaki, and this is wonderful. Shimabara Castle here in the samurai village again gives you that real authentic sense of yesterday, which is really, really nice. Beautiful scenic part of the world. Remember, we're in springtime as well, so we're looking out for those wonderful parks and blossoms and the colours of the season. Busan in South Korea, wonderful. Very similar kind of look and feel, of course, because it's right on the southern tip, almost looking over to Japan. Some really nice experiences you can have there. Hiroshima is next, and you can go to the Iwakuni Castle here as well, and there's a very famous Kintai Bridge here which you can ride on the cable car to get to, go and visit the castle and just enjoy some exotic sights. Miyazaki is next. Head to Oshima here and Obi Castle, which is a bit of a subtropical island shrine which is near to here. Princess will give you more details of that while you're on board. Kochi next, famous for the castle. Monet's Garden is here in a botanical garden as well, which is really nice. Again, lots of the florals are coming out because we're talking about springtime here. Again, looking out for those famous cherry blossoms as well. Next is Tokushima, and there's a Awa Adori dance and puppet theatre you can go to here, which is really nice. Real authentic experiences and cultural storytelling all at the same time. But that cable car looks exciting too. Talking of exciting, your highlight port here for me really is Shimizu, which is the port for Mount Fuji here. You can literally see Mount Fuji from the port, which is nice. Or head to Hakone and go on a Lake Ashi cruise, which is in the foothills of Mount Fuji itself. Back into Tokyo, and that's then, well, we'll fly you back home to Oz. This is such a lovely trip. Honestly, I long to do a trip like this. Thousands of people do. You'll notice that if you watch our shows on a regular basis, we are forever talking about Japan itineraries, and it's because that's where everyone wants to be. And this is just the most magical time of year to admire the full joys of spring, both in Tokyo and right the way across the islands of Japan as well, including Mount Fuji. You've got stays in Tokyo and Yokohama included, and your 11-night cruise on the Diamond Princess. Flights included, and even a transfer from the end of the cruise back to the airport to fly back. And we do all of this at the most incredible price tag here at CruiseAway. This is why for me, every time I point this way and we talk about a price tag, I know that that price tag has so much value squeezed into it. Every dollar works harder for you, and you can put a deposit down right now to get this secured for you. It's amazing, and it's a joy to see Japan at this time of the year as well, because the trees are still in full bloom and being celebrated everywhere, and it's the cherry blossoms. That's what you're looking for there. You'll get to see and experience the color and the atmosphere that they bring. And your package is your return flights from Tokyo to Sydney, 2 nights at a hotel in both Tokyo and the port city of Yokohama. We couldn't make this any easier, we really couldn't. 11 nights of full board luxury cruising with Princess in Japan and South Korea. Here's everything that you need to know. It really is amazing, and you will love your time on the Diamond Princess as well. I was recently filming on one of Princess's ships, and what you'll notice is as soon as you get on board, there is this wonderful charm and calm, and you know you're going to be taken care of. You know there's a lovely warm welcome the second you step on board one of these amazing ships. This is why everyone's cruising, you see, and this is why I need to be here, because for those of you who are sitting there who've never cruised before, oh my word, you need to try it. You need to try it. They say once you're booked, you're hooked, and it's so, so true. Once you've done your first cruise and you've realised how many places you can see all in one, how wonderful the welcome is while you're on board, you will just be hooked. Listen, if you want to get that booked right now, remember it's a deposit. 1300 411 968 is that toll-free number to call. Don't forget the website's there as well, 24 hours a day, cruiseaway.com. Right, let's return to Tokyo now again and across Japan, where the wonderful Acer, maple, ginkgo trees, the larches and the beeches all turn from their fiery goldens and flame reds and provide the most perfect backdrop to the most amazing scenery in the landscapes of these serene and fascinating islands of Japan. And our next one leaves on the 21st of October for this year. So just a few weeks' time, really. We'll fly you off to Tokyo from Sydney for a 2-night hotel stay there. And autumn is the most magical time of year to be in Tokyo as well. Some wonderful river walks you can take in Tokyo as well at Sumida. Make sure you go to Asakusa as well for a stroll in the evening. Just go from the Sky Tree along the lit river park there, stopping and just admiring. Stop at some little bars as well. They have loads of these tiny little bars all over the place, which is so charming. So 2 nights in Tokyo, and then again on this trip we're going to have another 2 nights in Yokohama, the port city where you'll be cruising from. And here's a quirky idea. There's a model railway museum here with over 6,000 plus model trains and really immersive layouts near Yokohama station. It's well worth going to see. There are lovely traditional Japanese gardens there. There's one at Sun Cayenne, historic buildings to enjoy, so old and new together here in Yokohama before we join again the Diamond Princess, this time for our 9-night cruise. And Diamond Princess, honestly, you will just have the greatest and the easiest time on holiday, because remember, if you've never cruised before, as soon as you get on board, kind of everything's taken care of for you. You've got wonderful accommodation which has everything you need. It's serviced every single day. You know, your bed is made, your towels are refreshed, everything's cleaned for you, which is really lovely. So you can just go about your day and enjoy your holiday. Everything else is kind of taken care of. So much dining included. There are specialty options if you want to treat yourself to those, of course. So you do have lots of choices, but your main dining menus are amazing. Again, they've got a big choice every single night of local dishes, so dishes that are pertinent to the part of the world that you're cruising in, which in this case is Japan, but also familiar favourites from around the world. So you can literally grab and go whenever you want to. And if you're by the pool, there'll be a grill there for you to just, you know, almost reach out and there it is, freshly made snacks there without you having to, you know, go back in and get dressed again. You'll love the pools. You'll love places like the Sanctuary as well. The Sanctuary is a lovely adults-only space that you can just go and escape into. It's peace, it's calm, it's quiet. You book yourself a day pass or a half-day pass there and just go and enjoy the serenity. In fact, some people do that on port days as well. So when a lot of people get off the ship to go and do tours or going to explore a city, a lot of people stay behind on the ship and they go, oh, this is nice. This is really nice, because it feels a little bit more like you've got the ship to yourself and you can just relax. Lots and lots of different accommodation choices as well, of course. So talk to the team when you come through and book and see what suits you best. Remember, these days, because we always all have a phone in our hand, the Princess Cruises app is brilliant. It shows you everything. It shows you the restaurants and how busy they are in real time. You've got such flexible choices when it comes to dining as well. You can have your fixed times if you want, same table, same restaurant every night. You can just walk into some of the restaurants, or you can just flexibly arrange when you want to go and where you want to go. So everything's so easy for you on board, and you'll love it. It's lots of like-minded people all enjoying just a great time. It's why Princess have such an amazing reputation, particularly the Diamond Princess in this part of the world as well. So it's 9 nights of cruising out of Yokohama, and our first day is at sea into Akita. And the Nabahagi Museum here is really fascinating. You can learn about local folklore here, and from the observatory at Kampu you can enjoy the wonderful views over the peninsula here. Toyama is next. Now this is really interesting. You might fancy going to the Unazuki Onsen here, right up in the alpine landscapes. It's a hot springs town, very geothermal across Japan, and it's wonderful to enjoy these experiences here as well. Suruga is next. Now there's a famous castle here, Maruoka Castle, which is a classic Japanese castle, which will be very fascinating. This part of the region as well, full of lovely temples, very zen, very spiritual. You can see Matsui Castle here in Sacco Minato as well, which is very, very nice. Nice to go to gardens and through woodlands and forests as well in this part of the world, because of course all the colours are changing. And honestly, literally, even from space, you can see the whole kind of landscape changes colour. Across to Busan in South Korea, which again is a very, very lovely place to be, full of very, very different and very authentic attractions in this part of the world. Again, talk to the team on board. And then our final port is going to be Nagasaki. The famous Glover Garden is here with its Western style mansions, and you can visit a former Dutch trading post here at Dejima Island as well. Final day at sea, and then we disembark in Yokohama. We've included a transfer to get you back to the airport in Tokyo to then fly home. And that trip could not be any easier, let me tell you. When you book it with us, we just do all of the arrangements for you. You just literally call us and book it. And again, with this one, it's just a few weeks away. So it's a bit of an impulse trip, this one. If you've always fancied Japan and you think to yourself, okay, well, I've not really done anything this year. What's happened to this year? It's gone so quickly. We've not been anywhere. We haven't seen anything. I think sometimes the right holiday comes to find you, doesn't it? And this is a magical trip. As I say, it's not far away. It comes up in October. So grab the final remaining places. So this will be survival of the fittest. Whoever's quickest to call us will get the deal as well. That's some deal if you think about what's included. The value for money for this autumn Serenity and Discovery trip. Remember, that includes your return flights from Sydney to Tokyo. You've got a 2-night hotel stay both in Tokyo and in Yokohama, which is the port city. So you're ready for your 9 nights of cruising. You're already in the right place for your 9 nights on the Diamond Princess. And then at the end of the cruise, we've included the transfer back to Tokyo Airport to fly home. But be quick, because this one will sell out. Here's everything you need to know. It's a great one. Can you take me? Will I fit into the corner of your suitcase? I would love to. I would love to do a trip like this. Honestly, Japan is so there, so firmly on my bucket list, and it is for so many people as well. And listen, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Sometimes we're waiting for that big occasion. And actually, sometimes you just got to grab an opportunity, haven't you? Especially when the price is so good. So good. Listen, if you want to do the same thing like a year later, if October's too soon, you've got plans, talk to the team, because this kind of package can happen at other times of the year as well. In fact, I've got an autumn trip for next October on the Diamond Princess coming up next for you. So if you fancy this is a late deal, grab it right now. Call toll free 1300 411 968 and we will get you booked. And I will just keep my fingers firmly crossed for you on that one and hope that you grab it if it's come along into your life at the right time. Right, let's do another journey to the wonders of autumn now on the Diamond Princess. Next October, this time it's 18 nights. Again, though, we start by flying from Sydney over to Tokyo. This time we are staying for 3 nights. Now, it's magical Tokyo at every time of the year. But what you need to go to is the Shinjuku Goien, which is the national garden here. You'll see the Japanese maples there and the ginkgo trees. And remember, they're all changing. It is a wonderful autumnal change of colour time of the year. There's Yoyogi Park if you fancy just lovely, lively, yet relaxed park where you can go and have a picnic. Oh my word, it's full of parks in Tokyo. It's wonderful. So you can go hustle bustle or you can go peace and quiet. Completely up to you. Back on the Diamond Princess for a 14-night cruise this time. And this is lovely because you really will very, very quickly find that your cruise ship becomes home. Honestly, it becomes such a life that you think, I could do this all the time. I mustn't, because you know you tend to eat a little bit more when you're on a cruise, and you tend to sit a little bit more when you're on a cruise. But it's nice. You do get used to the fact that, oh, I don't have to cook. Oh, I don't have to make the bed. You know, oh, the bathroom's cleaned every single day. It's just one of those things that's just lovely to do. And listen, if you see, I'm one of these people, like, now I've got a few more years on the clock. I really appreciate the pleasures in life that didn't apply when I was sort of 21. So I quite like a day where, yeah, I'll go and explore places. Yeah, I'll go and see places. Yeah, there are some activities that are high octane that I'll want to get involved in. But also, I don't know about you, but in the middle of the afternoon sometimes I think, do you know what? I just fancy a sneaky hour in bed. And the great thing about being on a cruise is that because everyone is generally out in the ship, or they're out in port, or they're doing stuff around the ships, because the cabins are well away from all of that, you can sneak back to your stateroom in the afternoon and just have a little nap. And I think that's one of life's simple pleasures. The great thing is, although there is a timetable of activities and events going on board the ship all day long and all night long, no one's knocking on the door coming to get you saying, right, come on, it's time for this, it's time for bingo, it's time for shuffleboard. You do as much or as little as you want to on a cruise like this. And you have to kind of remind yourself sometimes, oh yeah, I'm on holiday. I must remember to stop, relax, go for that afternoon tea, go for that posh coffee and cakes in the middle of the afternoon. It's all there for you. You know, there's so much included. Food isn't just about breakfast, lunch and dinner. It's about many opportunities through the day as well, including grabbing yourself a sneaky soft serve ice cream while you're out by the pool in the middle of the afternoon. Oh, and a burger maybe. You know, it's a lovely thing to do. You can kind of indulge and just do different things while you're away. That's the joy of a cruise. Everyone has such a great time, and you meet fabulous new people as well on a cruise like this, people from around the world. So 2 weeks of cruising out of Yokohama, first day at sea into Hakodate on the North Island in Japan. You can do a best of tour here as well. Go and see a morning market, go to a Trappistine convent, and go on the Mount Hakodate ropeway as well, which is very, very famous here. Next, we're off to Aomori on the northern tip of Honshu Island, and you can take the Mount Hakoda ropeway here and take a lovely cruise at Lake Tawada. Oh, wonderful. That picture at the top is beautiful. Obviously, that's springtime. It's a very different colour palette in the autumn. Akita is next. This is northwest Honshu, and you can go to Lake Tozawa, which is Japan's deepest lake here. Golden foliage. Perfect for a nice little boat ride. You can do all of these things on tours, by the way, with Princess. Next, we go to Niigata on Honshu. You can go to a geisha show here, traditional show with a lovely Japanese lunch, which would be very, very nice to do. There's also other shrines and ropeways you can go and visit here as well. Gardens. I love walking around gardens. I find them fascinating. Kanazawa is next, famous for the Kenrokuen Garden, which is one of Japan's top 3 gardens, actually. You see it there in the top picture. It's really lovely, full of trees, all changing colour at this time of the year. Sakai Minato is next. This has a waterbird sanctuary here. Migratory birds arrive in the autumn here, so that's great for taking pictures, bird watching. Take your binoculars with you on a tour. Be very, very nice to do here. Across to South Korea on the south coast, Busan here, and there's the Haedong Yonggunza temple here, which is a cliffside Buddhist temple. You see it again there in the top picture, has the most incredible ocean views. From Busan, we go across to Nagasaki, which is northwest of Kyushu. Shimabara Castle here, and the samurai visit is really, really good to do. You've got the Confucius Temple, of course, there as well. It's a land of unpronounceables, Japan, let me tell you. Kagoshima is next. This is wonderful. You can see there Sakurajima, the famous volcano there. You can actually go to the lava observatory there, or cruise on Anami Lake, which is the largest crater lake. Miyazaki is next, and have very, very famous shrines here. The Udo Jingu shrine on the cliffside is one of the most famous here, and Princess do a tour to that. Gives you the most incredible ocean views too. Day at sea, and next we are off to Omazaki, and this is on the Pacific coast of Japan. Green tea tasting trip here. That would be quite nice to do, wouldn't it? And there are lots of fruit parks and tea farms that you can go and visit as well. Perfect at this time of the year as well, because they're surrounded by forests as well. And then we come back into Yokohama. We will then transfer you to the airport in Tokyo to fly back. Quite a roll call of places there, isn't there? And it's great researching these places. And I think it's really nice because you've got the big cities there, which is great. You've got Tokyo, which is the big buzzing city. Nice quiet parks that you can escape to, but essentially you're drinking in the culture there, aren't you, of this fascinating city. And then you're dotting your way all around the islands of Japan and in South Korea as well. And then just enjoying these wonderful Zen parks and temples and just fascinating places. I think, honestly, even if you have no particular plan, the great thing is you can get on board your ship and the Shore Excursions team have so much information for you to actually glean there as well. But this is your best time to enjoy the autumn colours next October in Japan and South Korea. Book it today for the very, very best package price. We always pull out all the stops for you. This is ridiculous. And I tell you what, this price, obviously it's a slightly longer cruise on this one as well. You got a 14-night cruise, but like if you had your late deal, the previous idea, on your mind, it just shows you cost-wise the value we've got here is ridiculous. You can book this today, by the way, with a deposit. That includes your return flights to Tokyo, 3-night hotel stay there for you, and a full board 2 weeks of Diamond Princess cruising in Japan and South Korea, discovering and admiring its wonderful islands, landscapes, cities and countryside. We've even included the transfer at the end of the cruise back to the airport to fly back from Tokyo back home to Oz. Here's everything you need to know. Honestly, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's lovely. Slightly different sort of configuration of holiday, but actually for me, I would want to spend longer in Tokyo. And even on those other packages, by the way, if you wanted longer in Tokyo or Yokohama on any of our packages, then you can always play around with them. I mean, we put fixed number of nights in place so that I can put a price on your screen. But that doesn't mean that you can't tailor that and make it completely and utterly bespoke to you. And that's the great thing about the flexibility. But what I would say to you, moreover, these trips are fascinating. Everyone wants to go to Japan and discover it, different times of the year. And these are magical time of the years that we've been talking about here as well. Autumn, where all the colours change. And of course, the March-April time, where it's famous cherry blossom time. I mean, you know, that's when everyone wants to be in Japan. Listen, give us a call, chat with our team. They are incredible. They know cruise, they know Japan very well, they know the cruise ship. So if you've got any questions, just please call the team. Even if it's just a question, something you've got on your mind, just call us. Remember, it's not going to cost you a cent to call us, 1300 411 968, and we'll help you with everything. And that's the great thing. We'll do all of the arranging and the booking for you. You don't have to worry about a thing. You can simply say, my dream Japan trip, you book it for me, CruiseAway. You have all the hard work. I just want to go on the holiday and enjoy it. Listen, thanks for your company. Come back. We're here every day to cruise away with great ideas. Bye-bye.